Hi, thank you so much for joining me. I'm Ilona, and in this video I'm going to be taking you through your ultimate post-workout yoga stretch. So this is not our usual meditative yoga practice. It is a specially designed sequence that is suitable for anyone who has just got back from a run or the gym or a spin class or whatever it is you do that gives you sore muscles. So grab yourself a yoga mat, and we will start by standing on the mat with our feet hip width distance apart or even slightly wider. Take a breath in and exhale, grounding down through the soles of both feet. And we're going to start by breathing in and taking the hands out and up. Interlace the fingers. You could even bring your pointer fingers together, and then what I want you to do is draw a circle all the way down over to the right side, down towards the floor, to the left, and then up once again. So you're making a big circle with your body, folding from the hips as you make this big circle, and then doing this a few times. And you'll feel as you do this and you press away with the fingers, you're going to be stretching out everything in your body. Bringing a slight bend to the knees if you need to as you bend down. Make the circles as big or as small as feels right for you. And then coming to the center, just take the circles in the other direction so we don't get dizzy. And a couple more. Really enjoying that stretch, feeling the muscles easing out. One more. Reach up and then exhale, bringing the hands back down by your sides. And then from here, we'll face the front of the mat, and I want you to make your way down to a tabletop position with your hands shoulder width distance apart and your knees hip width distance apart. And what we're going to do now is take a deep breath in, and then as you exhale, lift the knees and sit back onto your thighs so that your belly presses into your thighs. You might need to move the feet slightly closer. Take a deep breath in here, and then as you exhale, extend the legs out without moving your shoulders forward. So you're pressing the shoulders back towards the knees, you're opening the chest out, and then you can pedal out the feet in your downward facing dog. Bend one knee and then the other, feeling into that stretch down the backs of the legs. And then what you can do is take the left foot into the center and cross the right foot back behind it, press down with the left heel, and you'll feel the stretch get really intense down the back of the left leg. If it's too much for you, bend the left knee and keep pushing that heel down so you feel that deep stretch down the back of the leg and maybe even outside the hip as well. And then we'll swap feet, so the right foot comes into the center of the mat and the left foot comes behind it, pushing down with the right heel. Take a few breaths here. And then coming back into your regular downward facing dog. And then from here we'll breathe in to reach the right leg high, and then scoop the knee forward and step it between the hands. If you need to take a couple of steps, that's okay. And then we're going to bring the left knee down. Breathe in as you bend into this lunge, pressing the hips forward, and then exhale to find a half split, pushing the hips back. And we'll do this 4 more times. Breathing in, move with your own breath. Exhale, push back into your half split. Lift the toes if that feels good. And 3 more times. Breathing in, come forward. Exhaling, finding that half split, find that stretch down the back of the leg. And I've lost count now. 1 more. And then coming forward 1 more time into your lunge. We'll just step back to downward facing dog once again to switch sides. So breathing in, lift the left leg high, scoop the knee forward and step it between the hands. Bring your right knee down. breathe in to lunge forward, press into the hip flexor, and then exhale, find that half split as you bring the leg towards straight. And 4 more times, breathing in, come forward, up on the fingers, exhale, straighten out that leg. And 3 more times, inhaling, come forward, exhale, straighten out. And then 1 more time, breathing in, coming forward, plant the hands down, step back to downward dog once again. And then we're going to do another lunge on each side. So breathing in, lift the right leg high. And then this time step it slightly further out towards the right edge of the mat. Option to bring the left knee down if you are not so flexible through the hips, but you can also have the knee up. You just pick which works better for you. And then you're going to grab onto the right knee with the right hand and push that knee away. Try taking the back knee down if it was up, and really feel into that stretch. And let the inside of the right foot lift up off the mat. And you can take the left hand further out towards the left side, finding that opening through the hip. This is enough for you. Stay here with the stretch in the hip flexor. If you want to try and reach back for your left foot with your right hand, then you can do that. So you're stretching out the right hip and the left hip flexor, and probably this shoulder as well. Breathing here. 1 more deep breath in. And then as you exhale, bring the right hand down, the left hand down, and then step it back into a downward facing dog. Breathing in, lift the left leg high, and then scoop it out towards the left side, stepping out to the left like a lizard pose, and then choose whether you're going to keep the knee up or bring it down, and then you're going to press onto that left knee with your left hand. And you can take the right hand further out to the side for that balance and support. Take a breath here. And then if your knee was up, you can bring it down to go for a more passive version of the stretch. And then once again, if you want to try and reach back for that right foot with the left hand, then you can do that. And we'll take a couple of breaths here into the stretch. One more full breath in and a long exhale. And then once again, bringing that left hand down, planting the right hand, step back into your downward facing dog. And then from here we're going to inhale the right leg high 1 more time, scoop it forward, and then we'll come to our pigeon pose. So you want to bring your right knee to maybe a 30-degree angle, or if you can, a 90-degree angle, so the shin is in line with the top of the mat. I can't do that, but some people can. So take a breath here, sitting down into that outside glute where you feel the stretch. Taking a few breaths here. If you want to come down into sleeping pigeon, then you can do that as well, bringing the forehead down to the mat. And then walking the hands back up. We're going to swing the left leg all the way around and bring it over so the left foot comes on the outside of the right thigh. You want to have both sitting bones grounding down into the mat, so if you need to put a cushion under your sitting bones, then you can do that. Either keep the left knee lifted, or you can bring the left heel all the way around to the outside of the thigh for cow face legs. And then take a few breaths here. You'll feel this really intensely in the glutes, especially if you've been running or spinning or doing squats or anything like that. And just take some nice, some releasing breaths. Imagine you could breathe down into the space where you feel that intense stretch. And then as you're ready, we're going to unfold the legs, swing that left leg all the way back if you can, step it back into a downward facing dog, pedal out the feet, and then as you're ready, moving on to the left side, lift the left leg high, open the hips out, and then scoop it underneath you, coming into that pigeon shape on the other side. First of all, finding length and tallness through the spine as you ground down in a straight line with the hips. Taking a breath or two here. And then walking forwards into a sleeping pigeon if that feels good for you. Breathing down into that stretch. And then walking your hands back up, swing the right leg around and over. So you're taking the right foot on the outside of the left thigh. This time you might need to take that left foot slightly further out away from your glute or hip. And then if this is enough for you, once again stay here or wrap that left foot all the way around, the right foot all the way around the body, making this cow face shape with your legs. The feet are the ears and the knees are the nose of the cow. And then taking a few breaths there. You'll notice that one side feels so much tighter than the other. For me it's this side. You could even try leaning forward in this pose. And then as you're ready, just unfold the legs, not coming back to your downward dog this time. And then we'll sway the knees from side to side and make our way down to lying on the mat to finish in a restorative, relaxing Baddha Konasana or butterfly pose with the soles of the feet together. You could even take a little sway of the knees to twist out the spine here as well if that feels good. And then bringing the soles of the feet together, allow the thighs and the knees to really drop outwards, taking the arms either sides of your shoulders. Tuck the shoulder blades down so your shoulders are away from the ears. Just spend a moment here, enjoy being supported by the mat, by the floor. Your workout is done. Spend as long as you need to here connecting with your breath. And whenever you're ready, make your way to lying on one side and then push yourself up sideways to a seated position on your yoga mat. And then we'll just connect with the breath for a moment. Now I invite you to bring your hands to heart center, bow your head and thank yourself for practicing yoga today. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me. I really hope that you enjoyed this and this gave you some release and relief after whatever tough workouts you've been doing. If you did enjoy it, please let me know in the comments below. Tell me what you thought and what you would like to see next. I love making videos for people's requests. This video was a request that I got last week, so let me know what you want me to make. Please don't forget to subscribe. I will see you in the next one. Bye.